Hi, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good day wherever they are, and I hope they had a good 4th of July. I'm here on the side with Michaela, my dog. So today I'm going to be talking about Meghan Markle and Harry, in about their lives, and also about the surrogate. The rumors about surrogate, and I'm going to ask questions about the surrogate and stuff. I usually don't want to do the royal family because I'm not too crazy about them, but in this case, I'm going to do it. So what the heck? What the hell? And sometimes I swear. And so please tell me about uh, Harry's relationship with Meghan. Please tell me about his relationship with Meghan. Oops. Sometimes that happens. There's a lot of these cards. Please tell me um, about Harry and Meghan's relationship. Please. I'm using the regular tarot for this. And I also use oracle cards for the readings. Please tell me about the past and their present relationship. And please tell, and I'm doing these oracle cards here too. Please tell me about the past. Actually, I'll use this. Please tell me about their past and the present relationship, how it's going. Meghan, Harry's. All right. There's disappointment in the past because he thought this woman loved him for him, not his title, second title in the line of being in the royal family, and he felt like she abandoned him, is abandoning him in the sense of she only caring about his money and being popular. So, and he also had to, he was disappointed that he had to pick her over his family. So in the past, he was disappointed that he had to pick her over his family and had to leave the royal family. So he was very disappointed. And also, he's very judgmental against his brother in the royal family. His father, Charles, King Charles, he is now the king. King Charles and his brother, Prince William, and he's trying to forgive his brother for the past, and he's trying to be positive in the relationship with Meghan. He was trying to be possible, and they had fun together and did things together, like traveled in other countries and moving from England to California. And the now is he has happy memories right now of being with Meghan and his kids, and hanging out with them and doing different things, and he's also in the long term. He's viewing the long term. He wants to keep this marriage together in the long term. And he thinks he's a hard worker. This is what the cards say. He's a hard worker. He thinks for charity and stuff, and being a good father and husband, a hard worker for being a husband, good husband. He thinks he's very compassionate to Meghan and his kids, and he thinks he's stable in the relationship. in the present. Succeed and happiness is coming. So he thinks the relationship is happy right now in his point. He's trying to have successful and happy in this relationship. He has some despair in the relationship. You know, he's upset. The girl is upset. She's pissed off, sad. And he wants to find other opportunities besides the marriage. And then this one is the best. He's hoping for better things in this relationship. So he has some disappointment in the relationship. He thought it was going to be better than it was, you know, like wearing rose-tinted glasses. He thought it was going to be better than it was. He's, you know, reality is falling flat on him. So he's kind of disappointed in how the relationship in the past has been. All right, how's the relationship right now? I'll use some other cards, an oracle cards. How's the relationship doing right now? Meghan and Harry. Tell me, please, how is the relationship with Meghan and Harry? No. He's trying to be, he's emotional about the relationship. He doesn't know where it goes because he doesn't know if it's going to work out. And he's releasing fears. He's fearful about the relationship because she's hard to be with. She's a hard cookie to hang out with because she's very temperamental. She wants things her way. And he's emotional about it. He doesn't know what to do about it. He's frustrated about the relationship. He's fearful of. He's trying to overcome anxiety in the relation because it's stressing him out right now. Yeah, I don't think it's working out. He has some traditioning about how a relationship should be. He should be the man, and it should be the woman because he was raised that way. He's a traditional person because I guess in the royal family, women do a certain way and the men do a certain way. So he's somewhat tradition in that way, and he's trying to forgive her for what she's been putting him through and his family. He's distracted because he doesn't like the way she treats people, even though he keeps it to himself. And he's foolhardy because he doesn't stand up to her. Like he lets her treat him like crap. So yeah, and he's superficial. Like he thinks of only her and him and how they treat people. He's superficial. He only thinks of the finer things in life. He doesn't really care. You know, he says he does charity work when it's mainly he cares about himself. So that sounds like he's selfish. He wants to be independent and free from her. He doesn't want to be around her too much. I feel like they have separate lives. I'm going to look that up. Now you're independent and free. I think he wants to be independent and free and not be underneath her thumb. So he wants to, you know, have his own do his own thing. You will not let fear stop you at time. So he wants to not be fearful and just do his own thing and not stop and spread his own wings and do things himself. Strange companies. There's challenges in the relationship. He doesn't like fighting with her and having fighting with her and, you know, conflicts with, so he wants to change things. Maybe he would like to go to therapy or something or just leave. So I'm going to ask Um, is she like a person who is very, superficial, only cares about herself? We see what it is on YouTube and stuff. Is she very hard on him? Harry, is Megan hard on you? Is she controlling, bossy, all the, you know, please tell me. Is Megan hard on you? Please tell me. Is Megan hard on you? He wants to celebrate and have harmony with her. He doesn't like to fight with people. He doesn't want to cause conflict. So it says yes. She's hard on him. He wants to stay because of the family dynamic. Because he didn't have the best. He had an okay childhood, with his mother Diana, but with his father, he was not getting. He had problems with him, and he wanted a family unit, to keep his family together. In his when he got married, he wanted to have a good family and be a good role model for his kids. So he wanted to celebrate and have a good family. He wants to be fairness with his children, and try to be fairness with his children and his Megan. See both sides of it. Have her opinion and his opinion, and think about it and be fair. He's very overwhelmed in this relationship. It's taken his toll on his health and his well-being, and he doesn't like the way she comes across as very controlling and bossy. I'm gonna say I do this a lot in YouTube videos, but does he think she's a narcissistic? Because I think she is, but we'll see. Is Megan? Does he think his wife is narcissistic, bossing him what to do? People who are like that are. I've known people that are narcissistic, and who are. I've known them. They're bossy. They stop you from talking to family members. They cut their family members out, or they're terrible people, evil. Please tell me, does Harry think she is, or does he know what one is, or is she one? Please tell me. Does he think Megan's a narcissistic, or is she a narcissistic? Please tell me. I'll do 4 cards. Oh, wow. These are interesting cards. He thinks she's shallow. Yeah, he thinks she's shallow and she only cares about the finest things in life and uses people. And he thinks she has an addictive personality, like it's my way or the highway. And she doesn't care who she hurts and doesn't care. So yes, he thinks she's narcissistic person, even though I'm not sure if he knows if she is one, but she has the traits for one. Yes. And destructive behavior. He thinks she has very destructive behavior, being nasty to people. When they were living in England, she'd fire people, her cooks, the maids, the butler, whoever. She would fire them and treat them like crap. So no. Yeah, she treat people like crap, and she doesn't care. That's her narcissistic. She has bad behavior. And he wants to come clean and say, knock it off, cut the crap, stop being so mean to people. He's tired of her behavior, He thinks she's deceptive in the sense of she manipulates people. She feels like he feels like he was manipulating. She manipulates people and pretends to be nice and say, "Oh, I'm a nice person," when deep inside she isn't. She's crabby. I can't say the B word. Well, I can say the B. She's a B, but that's about it. You can't say more than that. I don't want to get in trouble. But she's overly emotional. He thinks she's overly emotional. If you criticize her, she'll throw a fit. She'll throw things. She'll say nasty things. She's very, it says it here, so don't get mad. It says she's bitchy. Don't get mad at me. This is entertainment purposes. It says he thinks she's bitchy at times. It says it says bitchy. So I'm just reading the card. It's down here. It says she's bitchy. He thinks she can be cruel and nasty to people. And she doesn't care how she treats people. That's horrible. And he thinks she can easily influence people. She did that with him. God. And there's going to be sudden change, though. People are going to he's going to wake up and realize that he doesn't want to deal with this person. And this disaster is going to happen in the relationship. He's not going to take it anymore too much. So, there's a disaster, there's chaos in the relationship. She's a chaos person. She's like a tornado that comes and destroy things and do havoc. So she is. And there's going to be an awakening. Like, he's going to say enough is enough. I don't like the way you treat people. I don't like how you treat my family, people. I hang out. So, yeah. So I'm just saying what the cards say. All right. Is there marriage number, years number? It seems like he's staying for the haul. I don't know how someone could be with a narcissistic full time. I think that would. All right. Is he going to stay with her, or is he going to, say enough is enough and eventually divorce her, and say, I'm going to take you and divorce you. I'll go back to England. Because I've had enough with your, how you treat me and other people, and you lie and you manipulate people because it says you're narcissistic. Very. This tension. Yeah, this tension. He's unhappy in the relationship with her. I feel like he wants to get out. He wants harmony. He doesn't like how her personality is. He wants to leave. I feel like feels unwelcome in his own house. Like, she's probably the type of person who says, "Oh, you have to take off. You have to do this when you get in the house. You have to do that. You can't. I'm watching my shows. You can't watch your shows." She's very self-centered, and he thinks she's very dishonest and she's a liar and manipulator. She's a liar. He thinks she lies. She said, saying that they just met through friends and she never heard of him. But he live underneath a rock, watch YouTube videos, watch the news or something. So you don't know who this person is. Come on, let's get real. False intentions. And he also, it says there, he thinks she's abusive. It says that. He thinks she's very abusive, and Karma's gonna kick her in the butt, and Karma's gonna kick, in the butt. He's trying to be compassionate to her because he doesn't like the fighting. He doesn't want that. There's going to be struggles. I think he's going to leave. Yeah, I think he's going to leave because there's tensions in the relationship. Eventually, he's going to leave. Okay, I'm going to ask this. Is Prince Harry, I'm not going to call him Prince because he's been kicked out of the royal family. Is Harry a narcissistic too? Are they both two peas in a pod? Is he a narcissistic person? Entertainment purpose. I want to know, is Harry a narcissistic too, or is it just her? Because usually it takes two to tango in a relationship. Mostly. Sometimes it can mostly be one person, but it does take two to tango. even though it's probably can be mostly one person, but who knows. Is Prince Harry a narcissistic person? Please tell me. Is he narcissistic too? Is he narcissistic? Or is he a normal? I'll do 4 cards on this. He likes to be the one in control in the relationship, even though in the marriage or other relationships, he likes to be the one in control, and he likes to be direct. He's a very blunt person. He tells it like it is. He doesn't mix words, and he can be vengeance when people hurt him. Like he might not be he might be a little enthusiastic, and he's more of he's a talker sometimes, but he can be vengeful, and he likes to make decisions. So it says that he likes to be the one in this disharmony. He in the relationship, and he when he gets upset, he feels disharmony. He's not happy. He likes to work alone, and he has few goals like in his life, because he was in the royal family. He didn't have to do too much, so he just went out and shook people's hands and said a few things. So he's very disorganized because she's the one in the relationship. But I'm going to say about him, he's very disorganized. He has lost of opportunities in his life, because he had people do things for him. So he doesn't know how to do things on his own very much, even though he went to college and school and flight planes. He didn't, he's not very much like a planning. Yeah, he doesn't like to plan things. And he still have some money and wealth, even though he's not in the royal family anymore. He has some traditional values. It doesn't say he likes to be the one in control. It doesn't say he's a narcissistic, but I'll try one more time about that. Is he I'm doing only 3 cards. Is he narcissistic? And then I'll ask about the surrogate stuff. Is he a narcissistic? If it doesn't tell me, it doesn't tell me. Yeah. I'll tell you a little bit about me. I'm from Massachusetts. I'm married, and I have a dog, Michaela. Yep. And I'm 57 years old, no kids. So please tell me one more time. If it doesn't tell me, it doesn't tell me. Hey girl, is he a narcissistic? I'll just do 3 cards. Is Harry a narcissistic? Says yes. Delays, because he's sticking with her no matter what, and he doesn't, he's staying with her, and lack of control. He has lack of control with his temper. If things don't go well, it takes him a long time, but he gets pissed off, and he does have a temper. And he can be very shallow, he thinks of only himself. He likes to celebrate and travel to different things. He likes to go to England. He goes to different places. He's very moody, though. If things don't go his way, he gets upset. Things have to go. He's a Virgo. So he gets disappointed very easily. He's a perfectionist. That's what Virgos are. And he gets jealous, I don't think he likes this spot. Sorry, that's my dog. Michaela, quiet. She says a rabbit or something. Sorry about that. I'm jealous. So he doesn't like other people having the attention. Like, I think he was jealous Prince William getting the attention, so he got jealous, or Meghan or other people getting the attention. He likes to get attention, so he wrote that book. So, yeah. Sir, now I'm going to ask, was that a surrogate? I think it was. Everybody else says it is. So I'm just going to ask, so did they have a surrogate? Which I think nothing's wrong with that. You can't have kids, but why do you need to lie about it? I personally don't see that, lying. So please tell me, did they use a surrogate? Please tell me, did they have a surrogate? I'll use 3 cards. I try not to make this more than 30 minutes, but I'm doing that. It was chaos. I guess she couldn't have children, or one of them was intimate or couldn't have children, or Meghan couldn't have children because of her age, saying that she's in her 30s, where she isn't, or whatever. She was they had difficult decisions because she couldn't have children. They probably went to doctors, and they told them you couldn't have so they had to, they had choices. So this is one of the ways they didn't want adoption. They wanted a child. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Come here. Come here. Come here. Sorry about that. So they had time to think about what they're going to do. So they did get a surrogate. Yeah, it says definitely yes. There was heartbreak because she couldn't have children. Maybe she did have miscarriages and she couldn't have children, or he was impotent and he can't have children too. They were hurt and they felt betrayed that they couldn't have children. Hold on for a second. All right. Sorry. Yeah, there was pain because they found out she couldn't have any children or something, or she couldn't have any more children, or she can't have children. So there was pain in the relationship because, hey, what did I say? Sorry. Dogs are like that if you have pets. So there was sadness in the relationship because she couldn't have kids. And he, but I think maybe he did do the sperm or something to do it, and he wanted to be a good father figure and brave, so that they they use a surrogate. I'm gonna say they did. Yeah, I'm gonna ask one more question. Are people gonna find out the truth about the surrogate and the lies that they're telling? Are the people gonna figure out? They probably did, but I'm going to ask again. Are they going to find out the truth about Meghan and Harry about using a surrogate? And they've been lying all this time. I'll do 3 cards. Are they people going to find out the truth about Meghan and Harry about using a surrogate? There's bad emotions about it. They don't want people to know the truth because they're afraid they'll be judged for lying all the time. There's going to be bad news. It's ending a relationship. Maybe the person who this is going to cross the line with Meghan and Harry. He doesn't like all these lies, even though he's been part of it. I think it's going to come and bite them in the butt. So there's going to be bad news in the relationship. Also, maybe the surrogate will speak up and say, I'm the surrogate. I'm not going to lie anymore for these people. They're going to be fearful that people are going to find out about the relationship, about being the surrogate and the lies they've been telling about. This is it. Plus, they don't really they show photos, but not like William and Kate, where they show the pictures of the kids. They hardly ever show pictures of, and there's trickery, there's lying, there's deceit. They've been lying all this time, which the people won't stand for. And there's confusion and danger. There's danger people will criticize them for lying and don't want anything to do with them. And also, they try to be rebellious, saying that, hey, this is what we want to do, so don't criticize us for wanting to do it. They have personal belief that they didn't really do anything wrong. She probably does thinks, oh, I didn't do anything wrong using a surrogate without letting people know the truth. So yeah, the truth is going to come out eventually. I think the surrogate is going to say something. So I'm going to ask one more question. Is there anything else that is going to come up with the Meghan and Harry? Is anything else going to show up with Meghan and Harry? This is the last reading of the day about Meghan and Harry. I don't know. Unless they split up, I'm not gonna do because I'm not a big Harry and Meghan fan. So please tell me, is there anything else you want to tell me right now about Meghan and Harry, or Harry and Meghan, please? Because I'm not a big fan of them. I'm just reading. I'm impartial when I read the cards. I just do what they tell me. Please tell me, is there anything else you want? All right, I'll do 3. He's going to be withdrawing from. He doesn't want to be in the public eye anymore. Harry, he's tired of all the people criticizing him and Meghan or him, so he's going to withdraw from the eye. He wants to be alone. He doesn't want to be in the public eye like Meghan always wants to be in the public eye. I feel like he wants to be left alone. Doesn't want to. He wants to support his relationships with his family. I think he wants to try to get back with his siblings, his father and his brother and his his father and his other family members and his friends. He wants to get back with them. And protective. He wants to be protective of his kids and stuff. I said I wouldn't do it, but it says I'm gonna look up this thing about he wants to get back with his father and his brother. Does he really want to? I'll use 3 cards. Does he really want to get back with his father and his brother and his sister-in-law? Because they all had a pretty okay relationship. They had an okay relationship. Or is the buck that broke the farmer's back and it's too late? He feels like they would judge him unfairly, and he wants to feel forgiveness for what he did. He wants to say, I'm sorry, and have forgiveness for what he said, making that book. He wants to be forgiven in the relationship with his family. But there's problems, he wrote the book, he slammed them, said nasty things about them, and he's worried that they won't want to forgive him because he married Meghan and, destroyed the family and the relationship and other people and said lies about them. And there's family feuds. It says family feuds. So there's a lot of feuding, in the family of them. So, and there's chaos in the relationship with him and his family. So I don't think, no, it's not going to happen anytime soon because he's destroyed them. There's been chaos. He likes to be in control. There's lack of discipline. Like he, like I keep on saying, he wrote that book and he didn't care who he was hurting. At the time, I think he was just lashing out and trying to rebel, and Meghan, helped. So, yeah, I don't think anytime soon he's going to be welcomed back to the royal family. I think they've had it with him. They probably care about him, but they've had enough with him. So this is the last of the reading right now of Meghan and Harry. Maybe if they split up or something, I'll do another video. I'm not going to do too much of them because I don't like them personally, but I was just doing a reading about them. So, like I said, this is entertainment purposes. Take this with a grain of salt, and everybody have a good day wherever you are, and bye.